Alright, g'day, hi and welcome. So I gotta head back home now. Look at the big split. That's Woody. They did a really good job carving this. Okay, gotta go back to my house now. Just made some videos. It's slightly interrupted. It looks like something's going to try to crawl and live in there. The bark came off. Yeah, there we go. This used to be a Manitoba maple. That was, God knows how big it was. It was pretty big. How old it was. It was probably, if I had to guess, some of the Manitoba maples that used to cross the creek right here when I was a kid were over 118 years old. But they were like, tractor trailers were getting hit by branches and stuff, so we had to, town had to cut them down. Excuse me, they had to cut them down. Which was pretty blustery. So, trying to get some footage, because I got to start making the video for Trust Us. I'm just making some other videos in the rig shack there, and the young lad come in. He's a son of a guy who I went to school with his brother, one of his brothers, accounting. So kind of interesting. I was telling him, yeah, I used to watch your dad play hockey when the hockey used to be here. Amazing how fast the kids grow. I don't want to get run over by a Jeep. It's got paw prints on the Jeep. No offense, but Jeeps are kind of a chick vehicle, aren't they? Isn't they? Isn't they? Alright. I gotta get... Oop. Nope. I zipped the wrong thing here. So yeah, I gotta finish the drums, finish the... Not sure what happened, but the water must have went up and then went down again because of the way the ice is on the creek there. I fell through that little creek on that side years ago when there used to be a little bit more of a pond there. There used to be trout in there, and I was walking on it. I fell through in about -35, and I was walking home and I was like turning into like the Iceman. I couldn't move my legs. I could only like kind of like hobble because my legs froze up. Like the ice froze my pant legs so much I couldn't bend my legs. That was pretty cold. I went in up to a little bit above my chest there. I was like, ooh, that was cold. And that water is already normally cold to begin with. That was a very long walk. Oh, some snow fell. Yeah, it's kind of blustery out today. But yeah, at least I got out and went to the rink. Go home, start cleaning the rest of the basement, and then get some lyrics done for the song. I got some lyrics, but I gotta, you know, like you write down lyrics and then you but it's like noon. Woke up a little bit late, I guess. Yeah, so you write down your lyrics. You're like, oh, these are good lyrics. Then you write the song, you rearrange the song a little bit, and then suddenly the lyrics don't fit. And it's like, oh, well, you know, here's the theme of the song. Now sing something that actually fits better. And that's what I gotta do. That's what I gotta do. So, the creek's frozen over. You can still see where the water's kind of thin, or the ice is kind of thin. What I should do is go up to the hall, see if my aunt's there, because if she's there, I can go drop off a bunch of stuff. But I don't want to carry boxes of stuff that could get wet, so I gotta wait till it's supposed to get really cold tonight and be cold for the next little bit, and then maybe if the hall is open, the little thrift shop, I can drop off a whole bunch of stuff for donation, and then I can clean out my basement more. I got like 4 or 5 boxes of stuff. Like at least once a year I try to do this, is I try to go through every single item I own, and it's kind of like yay or nay. Do I keep it? Do I not? Right? And it's just like, okay, I just got to get rid of stuff. And the thing is I own a lot of good little stuff, but I don't own a lot of stuff per se. Like, everything I have will fit, you know, very jam-packed, but it will fit in one room in the house. Like an 11 by 11 room, I could fit everything I own, with the exception of the broken vehicles and the boat. You know, but everything else, I could fit in the house, no problem, or fit in the one room, no problem. So when I'm looking at it like that, it's like, okay, I'm not too cluttered, but yet you're tripping over shit, and you're like, gotta get rid of it. One of my uncles had a good saying that if you have something for more than 3 years and you don't use it, get rid of it, sell it, throw it out, burn it, trade it, do something with it. Just get it out of there, you know what I mean? And it's like, the thing I find you build up so much of is paper. Like just like receipts and forms and envelopes, and it's just like, where does it all come from? You know what I mean? It's like, I haven't bought a piece of paper in probably about 20 years just because I have so much, you know, okay, I could write on the back of this. Okay, I could write on the back. It's just like all these pieces of paper. It's like, where does it come from? It's nuts. Absolutely nuts. Yeah. So I got to figure out how I'm going to film the video, what I'm actually going to film. I can't really use my guitars outside this time of year. But I want to have this video out and song out by the end of the month, which gives me about 13 days, about 2 weeks or so to get this song out. It's got to be a really good one. If you're into like 90s style thrash metal, you're gonna like this one. Killer riff in it. Like it's not like, okay, this song is good, I'll listen to it once and I'll be happy with it. No, I'm gonna be listening to this song like, you know, like, yeah, like if you're like, you're not quite, if you're having a day where you're kind of feeling a bit down, you listen to this song, it's gonna be so like it's gonna get the fire going in your belly kind of thing. It's like, oh yeah. Now, the hardest part I think is going to be getting a good drum line to it. The bass sounded okay. I didn't double track the guitar, which, yes, when you double track the guitar sounds much larger. But I find with the BR1200, when I'm recording with it, when I double track the guitars, I get this larger sound, but then it seems like the clarity of the guitar goes away. So you know what I mean? So then it just sounds like droning noise, which in the 90s you had a lot of that, where it was just like, you know, call it the loudness wars, where it's just like, okay, just put everything like equally as loud, and then, okay, you get a vibe, but you don't get like articulate noise, you know what I mean? Where it's like, okay, here's a riff, here's a note you can really hear. Yeah, that kind of stuff. But anyway, yeah, it's like, yeah, that's what I'm working with anyway. So, but I'm going to see if I can get, I don't think it's going to be a spectacular video, but it's a visual, right? If you're writing songs nowadays, and this is something I can't stress enough, camera's getting kind of wet here, you have to make videos. Like, if you want people to see your song, like people, I mean, you put up an audio version of it. If you're an established band, you'll get away with it, but the song will never go usually hyper viral until there's a video for it. The best way, like, I remember Metallica years ago, we're never going to make videos, we're never going to do this, because we're not going to sell out, right? And then they made one. It's like, we made a video called One, and that'll be the only video there is. And then that pole vaults them into like madness success overnight. Suddenly, they get the idea, hey, you know what, maybe the video idea could make us multi-billionaires or whatever. And I'm sure they must be billionaires by now. Metallica is pretty big. But it's the videos that get them there, right? It's not the radio. I mean, radio helps. You know, like the reason why the concerts are big is because people know them. So it's like video, people are visual. They'll listen to the audio if they're doing something else, but if they're on the computer, they want to see a video. Oh, here comes my pa. I wonder where he's going. So, kind of a blustery day to be going anywhere, but I'll wait till he goes by. Maybe he's trying to relocate the kitty cat. You have to come up with a name for him. I asked my brother if it was the one, or my dad, I think, asked my brother if it was the one that was down at his place, and I think he said no. So